Do you have it? I can't hear you. You're muted.
It's recording now.
Oh, good. Okay, here we go. All right, ladies, let's get started. Okay, we want to first welcome you to this session today. It's easy going. I know you responded to our email that we sent out to you just so that we could get connected and share with you this great opportunity or this next level to where Women Speakers Association is going. So today we are going to go through these different elements about what this is all about, the who, what, where, whens, and whys, and and if it's something that you may be interested in. The cool thing is with this opportunity, it is all about you. This is uh, we are we are looking for 10 women, okay, out of this group, 10 women to represent your city as a global business connector and join our founding GBCs. So what we're going to share with you today is not only just based on the program, but it's based on results because we are up and running. We've been doing this. We have 11 cities operating, 10 global business connectors. So it's very exciting. So you're actually going to hear results, okay? So as a global business, just a quick overview, as a global business connector, you will be trained, licensed, and supported to hold live and virtual events in your community to share your message and the vision of Women Speakers Association to help women speakers and business owners share their voice in the world. Global business connectors play an integral role in connecting members to the tools, resources, and training for growing their business. This is a business opportunity, okay? So there is an investment, but there is a big return. So it's not for everybody, but it is for some of you, that's for sure. Our vision with this program is to help you grow your business by increasing your visibility, your influence, while elevating your presence in this global community. You are showcased and titled as a global business connector, and you might see us using GBC for short, and recognized as a woman to know, the primary connector in your local and global community. And the bonus, I think, is the big part, is you are part of an elite group of GBCs who become your peer-to-peer support group to connect, collaborate, and mastermind with. Now, if you don't know very much about Women Speakers Association, if you're not a member or you're needing to reconnect or to the vision, very quickly, Women Speakers Association is the first ever global gathering place for women speakers, authors, and experts to support, mastermind, and mentor one another as a collective take a powerful stance in the ushering of the voice of the 21st century woman. Since 2011, we have been the go-to place for innovative leaders, change agents, and women with a message to connect, collaborate, and grow their visibility worldwide. We reach into 120 countries and have an online presence that will reach collectively into the millions. We are set apart from other women organizations or speaking associations is our drive to do things differently. We challenge the status quo and we introduce new ways of thinking through our primary offer in our membership. And we fulfill this mission by getting women and their message out into this world. Okay, so we started off as a our name, Women Speakers Association, for getting to attract women with their message. But what we have evolved to offered so much more. And as you can see by the spokes on the wheel, um, Women Speakers Association gives you access to a variety of different areas. The bottom line is after 10 years, we have evolved and are finally finding our platform as being the number one platform for visibility for women with a message. So let's be clear about this. This is not necessarily an association for the professional speaker or that professional author. This is about the everyday woman. This is about her message and how does she um, get it out there. So one of the big visions of Women Speakers Association was going way back, and this is I've always shared this, is that I always saw uh, I always envisioned a big page on our website with pictures of women from all over the world, and because I really see women as the forefront of peacekeepers or peacemakers, and just make it happen, people, and just from the kindness and connection that women offer. And I always envisioned this page almost to be like the United Nations of Women, which was really super exciting. What's awesome is we followed through on that vision and became and now have created what's called the Global Business Connector. Now, this program, and I should quickly introduce, if you don't know me already, I'm Gail Watson. I'm founder and CEO of Women Speakers Association. And we had set the foundation of this program a few years ago and started testing out markets and doing things like that. But we were looking for the right leader, the right person with incredible experience to guide the way and to lead this program into success. And with that, I would like to introduce you to Michaela Quilici, who is officially our Global Operations and Training Director for the Global Business Connector program. Michaela?
Thank you, Gail. So great to be here. And so, as Gail mentioned, really my role here with the Global Business Connector program is to coach, mentor, and train our connectors to own and monetize their own platform. So just a bit of a backstory. In our previous lives, Gail and I have actually both been a version of the Global Business Connector. We have walked down the road and been through the ins and outs of launching and growing community, building membership, growing leaders. We've gone through the ups and downs and the pitfalls of that journey. We also know and have come to recognize what those success drivers are of being successful in growing and sustaining communities. And so we are really passionate about this and the power of being in front of the room versus being in the room. And we know the value of the exposure and the connections and the access that can happen when the right woman steps into the leadership role of being a global business connector. And so Gail and I have come together and packaged everything we've done and learned over the past 15 plus years of growing leaders, launching communities, and personally leading over 2,000 events. And our mission with this initiative is to grow more leaders and to inspire women to use their voices to spread their message so that they can not only increase their income, but also their influence and their impact, and truly transform the lives of their clients, their communities, and the world. So we are very excited about this initiative, and we currently have 10 leaders who've stepped into this role this year, opened up 11 communities, and here they all are: Pittsburgh, Denver, Connecticut, Tampa, Brooklyn, Queens, Raleigh-Durham, Atlanta Metro, Victoria, BC, Canada, London, United Kingdom, Bermuda in the Caribbean, and Ottawa in Canada as well. And so we have had the privilege and honor of working alongside these women one-to-one in groups, and here's some of their stories. So this is Cherie Griffith Dunn, Global Business Connector of the state of Connecticut. And she's been in this role just a very short time. This is her why. She said she was going through a journey to redefine who she was and what she was wanting to deliver to the world. And she has been blown away by all of the support and resources she's been given by Women Speakers Association to brand herself and be seen and be heard. And now she's helping other women in her community to do the same. And this has been a fast track for her to do that. Then we have Felicia Ricards, Global Business Connector in Bermuda and London, Birmingham, UK, and she's helping women command their space at the head of the room and expanding her network globally, because she does business globally. And so the benefit for her is that she can pull her networks together, and her community has the support from women all across the globe who are experiencing the same things, and she understands the value of bringing those women who would otherwise be in isolation together so that they can go farther together. So as you can see, every Global Business Connector has their own story, their own situation. We've got Tina Everett in Denver, Colorado, and she's creating a platform for women to connect with one another globally and locally, online and offline. And for Tina, one of the most important things that she values in her work and in her community is to really build authentic connections and truly empower each other to grow both personally and professionally. Gail, over to you.
I know. Sorry, I was muted and I couldn't. Anyway, really awesome. I hope you've all had a chance maybe to, you're seeing their faces throughout Women Speakers Association and get to know them. They're fabulous women. Okay, so this program, we want to get into the success of it and how does it work and what's really in it for you. Now, we know for it to be successful, 3 elements must come together. We need to take a look at your business that you're pouring your love and passion into, right? We need to talk, we know that this is an opportunity that for you to really engage with and stay committed to, you personally have to grow so that you're feeling that challenge. And then we want to take the backbone of Women Speakers Association as a key accelerator for you to leverage to expedite your reach. When we take these 3 different elements, we take Women Speakers Association, your business, and who you are, and we pop the Global Business Connector in the middle, everything rotates around you. You are that full access point.
And what we know for certain is that this is a platform that gives you massive visibility to get your products and services noticed and to make the impact you were meant to have. Because you see, visibility is not enough. It's about getting known and having influence. And that's what this opportunity will give you. What I know from being in the business world for 20 years now, as a business growth and marketing expert, is I know how to grow businesses. And this is the trifecta to traction with your marketing efforts in order to get clients and get profitable in your business. Visibility is one thing, but going live on your social channels to get visibility is just not enough. The bridge between being visible and having true impact and influence is being able to build authority. And Women Speakers Association is that platform with 10 years of equity and credibility that gives you that expert authority right away to really boost your ability to get that impact and influence and do it in a leveraged way rather than spending 10 years trying to do it yourself. So what's in it for your business? It is a complete plug and play marketing system. It takes what you're already doing and amplifies your results. So as we go through some of these key points in the next couple of slides, I'm going to share a couple of anecdotal stories. So number 1, it will help you grow your core business. Why? Because it's going to help you increase your visibility and credibility. You're going to be able to attract those clients, and you're going to be creating a new revenue stream in your business because everything that you have available through Women Speakers Association, all the products and services we have on offer now become part of your toolkit. They become part of your offering. So in addition to your coaching, consulting, training, workshops, products, services that you sell in your core business, you can now sell and make available to your current clients or to new clients new products and services that you don't have to develop on your own because we've already developed them. And so as an example, Kamini, one of our Global Business Connectors, she's already seeing this play out in her core business. She's launched her communities, she's growing her membership, she's creating that revenue stream from memberships in the community. What is happening is those members are now, she's noticing, becoming clients in her core business. So there's the spillover effect, because now these folks are trusting you, they're seeing you as a leader, an expert, and an authority, and they want to see how else you can help them. Elevating your leadership is the second key point here. You are going to be creating and guiding your own authority platform, building your tribe and being seen as a leader. What this means now is that you're no longer having to knock on doors and hustle to get those doors open and for people to see you, see me, see me. What's happening is that you become part of this recognized and trusted brand. And what Tina has noticed is that she's updated her LinkedIn profile with the Global Business Connector role. She's updated her website. She's showcasing herself more. She's taking advantage of all the opportunities to get her message out there through the WSA platform. And she's having people notice her now. They're sending her messages on LinkedIn saying, hey, what are you up to? What's going on? I see you everywhere. What is this Global Business Connector thing all about? Let's have a chat. Being the woman to know in your community. This is another really key feature here, being recognized globally and locally as your city's premier business connector. You're going to be the primary contact and the primary point of reference for any speakers, any authors, experts, and you're going to become that connector to the solution that people need. It's a very powerful position to be in. As an example, we have Cherie in Connecticut, who just after 30 short days of repositioning herself as a global business connector and really getting focused on her brand message and what she's bringing forward into the world, she has received $10,000 plus of booked business of speaking opportunities, because she is now being seen as a hot commodity in her city and in her state. And finally, there's the expert training that you're going to get. This is unparalleled training that you will receive by Gail and by myself and through your peer group. There will be an annual conference with advanced training opportunities. We have executive roundtable masterminds 3 times a year, very powerful. You will have monthly one-on-one and group training and mentoring calls with us to literally walk you through, step you through every step of the way. And the peer-to-peer support, which we'll talk about on the next slide, I want to share a little bit about Jane's results. So she is just completely blown away. Every time we talk to her, she says, I can't believe how much value I'm receiving as part of my training, and how much you and Gail care, and how much value you're bringing to this role. Everything I'm learning, the systems, the sales funnel, the follow-up processes have been amazing. And what she's doing now is she's been applying everything she's learned through the Global Business Connector program. She's applying all of those principles and all of those frameworks into her core business. And what's happening is that she is getting more inquiries for her core business. Her core business is growing, it's getting more focused, and it is expanding as a result of her role as a Global Business Connector.
Right. So why they're finding success, right, in a very quick period of time. There's a quote, there's a stat. A franchise has a success rate of 90% compared to 15% success rate for businesses starting up from the ground up. And the reason for that is because they're not leveraging those proven systems. And a franchise works with proven systems, right? So we know that a franchise is the reason why it's so successful is because you're getting a roadmap, and you're getting the support, and you're getting the branding, and you're getting the marketing collateral, right? So when we take a look at Global Business Connector, it really is a business in a box designed to fast track you to profitability. And more importantly, you won't be doing it alone. You'll have the support of myself and Michaela and our active global business communities who are out there, feet on the street, doing it, while still having the freedom to add your personal flavor and uniqueness to how things are done. If you don't have time, you know, when we think about entering into business, we don't really have the time to make all the mistakes ourselves. So when we shoot in the dark and trying to figure things out on our own, um, what we've done is taking the guesswork out of this for you and guide you every step of the way. So this is truly a step-by-step action plan with proven systems, processes, and scripts in our over 100-page operation manual. It's turnkey live event planning for how to promote, fill the room, and run successful events. We launch you within 90 days with one-on-one and group support. We have a custom designed profit calculator. This is a golden tool because it makes sure everything that you are touching runs at a profit. All your collateral is branded, um, and again, personal support as you build and grow because it's so important that you're not doing it alone. So, in addition to the step-by-step plan, when we talked about, you know, it's about you and your business, but it's also about you and your personal growth. So we wanted to talk about that. So first off, one of the big things is we are still in our founding Global Business Connector numbers. We are looking 20, the first 20 in will be called Founding Global Business Connectors. One of the biggest um, benefits is that the investment is reduced by 75%. Now, one of the big things that we add is our publicity package because we talked about leveraging Women Speakers Association. So this just isn't about you coming in and building that business and getting all this visibility, putting you at that front of the room, but we also want to do more and we want to attach to you a publicity pack. We put this together for the first group of 10. By far, it has exceeded what we have listed here. Okay, so we give you that one-on-one interview. As a woman, you need to know on our WSA TV channel. Um, we want to help promote you. We want to really showcase you to this community. The other big piece is a mastermind. How many people here are involved in masterminds? Put yes in that chat box. I would love to see, because masterminds are so important for our personal growth. If you're an entrepreneurial woman, you're a woman with a message, I know that you love to be challenged. And if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. Okay. And this mastermind has received raving reviews from our global business connectors. In fact, they go, "Can we do this every month?" So it's a lot of fun, this mastermind. When we've the global, as I was mentioning, the global business connectors love this, and here's just some of the quotes that they have shared with us, that this has been a game changer in their business, that they have a safe place where they can throw out the latest great idea and get feedback on it. So they feel better about their building their confidence and how they bring value to others, right? They feel like they're getting more focused to their ideal client and what makes them stand up. Tina also shared that she's had an uptick in the consults that she had that week right after that mastermind. So this is about really focusing in on you and what you do. So when we take a look at the global business opportunity, when we launched it in January, it was designed as a live event model. The model that I'm going to show you on the next slide, the numbers, it was all based on doing live events and having that authority spot in the front of the room. As we know, things took a turn in 2020 with the pandemic and things were shut down. Uh, this changed our model completely, but really it didn't, because if you think about it, since 20 over 10 years, Women Speakers Association has been online. There was no pivot, right? What was made available to us was enhancing it and really um, being able to get it out there for what we could provide as a solution for people to help share their message even more. So the beautiful thing that came out of it in 2020 was that we were able to leverage the strength of already a successful online community. And what being a global business opportunity gives you this opportunity to own this platform, right? And putting you at the front of the room as a solution to help people get connected and get visible with their product or service. Let me tell you, I'm speaking to a lot of members out there right now. I'm talking to a lot of people that I've said, what have you done over these past few months? Oh, I've created a course. Oh, I've written a book. And then I go, now what? And the big thing is when we start talking about how did you get those products and services out there in the past, most people say, well, I went out and networked. I went out to conferences. Well, that's just not the way anymore right now, right? So we have our global business connectors have online platforms that they're able to bring that solution to help those they're talking to get their products and services out there and marketed. Just so it's really a beautiful thing. So um, just to summarize how it's done is when you have this platform, it is a platform for you to monetize and leverage to be able to connect with your community. You'll do that through monthly events. You are the front of the room. And there's a lot of, as you know, as people who want to get out and get their message out, the power is definitely in being in front of the room versus in that room. You make revenues through ticket sales, sponsorships, joint ventures, exhibits, and yes, those are still active and happening right now. Um, the benefit of being in that front of the room consistently is that you build that know, like, and trust factor, and those people that are in your community are your future clients. We're seeing it. We're seeing doors open that some people never knew were there. Okay, so doors open easier for you in this role and people find you. So let's talk numbers. Okay, I'm going to give you two models here. The first one was built on our live events because I know that we will soon return, and so I'm just going to share with you. So these numbers are based. They were worked on with a franchise consultant. They were based on actual live events on a very conservative figure. We took all the profitability that would come in, all the gross sales that would come in, we deducted the costs, okay, and um, and this is what the numbers I'm going to show you here are net. This is after everything's paid for. So number one, not bad, making some good money. We see in year number two, we increase and will increase going through the years, and why this is true is because we talked about you need to be making money. I know that you need to have a raise every single year. So therefore, percentages get decreased year after year. You'll see this number continue. We want to play the long game with you. We want you in this role for a long time because that's where the magic is. The magic really starts to come in that year two. After that, the first year is that learning and getting out there and building. But then it just is a beautiful machine. And I want you to attach this to your business. And just from doing marketing that you would have to do anyway, getting yourself out there, getting yourself speaking, this is actually a net profit, a very conservative figure that you could do over 5 years. So let's throw the pandemic in there and let's see how those numbers adjust. They don't change by much. We see a difference of a couple $1,000s here. And the reason for this is the expense line item is basically removed. When we're in an online market, I mean, we've been taking a look at the actual expenses done for these virtual events. They're minimal. And therefore, the the model has very little impact, or that for that reason has very little impact to those numbers. When we forecast a year one, we're going to take a look at, we're going to assume that 2021 is all online, but that we start to gradually come back in year two, and then we're just back on track. Nothing changes again. The thing that gets added in, though, is some expenses, um, and some more money-making opportunities, monetize experience. So again, this still remains as a six-figure opportunity over 5 years, right? So are you excited? Put in the box there, yes, if you're feeling excited. So just to summarize all those numbers, um, it's really, in the development of this program, it was really important for to be designed that gave you a raise every year, to be able to pay for your time that you're going to be putting in. So to get paid, to help you get more clients, to create that visibility, to elevate your leadership. We want you to make money. I want to see more women business owners making their money, reaching out to more people, amplifying the impact that you were meant to have. I know you were gifted with your message and your expertise. We got to get you out there and market your business. So this also checks a lot of the boxes in terms of what I hear from you is I want to get more speaking in front of the room. Well, this gives it to you every single month, multiple times. You want to connect with more people? This is definitely the way to do it. And being positioned as, you know, in that vision of that united nation of women, you are the global business connector. You are the woman you need to know. So while this might feel good to you, we are also, this is not for everybody. We said that at the top of the presentation. We want you, this is what we are looking for. You are a premier member. Okay, we are looking for established business owners because we know that you're a registered or you're incorporated business. Because when you're a leader, you're standing up in front of that room. You're leading a community, and they want to know that they have someone to follow that they want to get to, right? You have a desire, you want to grow, you're continually always active in wanting to grow and reach more people. You're looking for additional revenue streams. You're that entrepreneurial mind that always wants to build and keep going. You're ready to really scale your business, right? You want those more speaking opportunities. You are driven. You are people and action oriented. So key, because this role is about relationships. It is about really seeing people. Big thing here, you have the time and capacity to take this on, and we're suggesting that you have 5 hours a week, a minimum of 5 hours a week, to develop this community. Okay, so here's how to do it. It is an application process. When you're completing the application, uh, it doesn't tie you into anything. All it does is it gives us that second conversation, that one-on-one, to see if it's a fit, right? To see if it's a fit from our perspective, to see if it's a fit from your perspective. So it doesn't commit you to anything. Also, on that call, I will go behind the curtain with the numbers so that you can see exactly. We want to how they are come to. We want to unveil everything. There's no secrets here. We want to have it wide open. You will sign a non-disclosure agreement that will send, that you will see everything, right? And if we look and we go, this is a great city, this is a great opportunity, you're awesome, then we will get started. So that's how you apply. So again, we are looking for just 10 to join the already 10 founding global business connectors. And we invite you to join us. Just simply go to wsalive.com. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And I'm going to bring myself and Michaela back on so that we could answer any questions that you have. I'm also going to stop the live stream on Facebook. So if you would, so for those watching on Facebook, please, I welcome you to apply if you want to go in and discuss this further. And I thank you for watching. Okay, so looking at questions.
We have some questions in the chat box, so I'm going to scroll through these and
Okay.
okay, so Evie asks if we have somebody in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Florida.
So Evie, what you want to do is, so that's a big question. A, are you in my area? Because we have, so what I would like you to do is fill out the application so we can have a one-on-one discussion about what's available, right? Because quite often right now what we're finding is we'll have a global business connector in an area that is looking to expand with more. Okay, so please go ahead and fill in the application.
Shumba says, "Wow, you're in 120 countries. That's awesome." Yes, it only took 10 years to get there. So, and now you can leverage that. Okay, so Evie asks if we have a New Jersey and New York City Global Business Connector.
Yeah, again, go ahead and fill in that application form. Then we can really talk about our cities keep changing. Okay, the more we have conversations coming up this week. That's why when we say this opportunity doesn't last long, it doesn't. Once a city's gone, it's gone. Okay, so if you're really interested in here, let's talk about that. Okay, so just go ahead and fill out the application.
And that would go for Rhonda too. I see a Rhonda a comment in the Q&A box, which is how close do you want GBCs to be in proximity? Denver, question mark, Fort Collins, question mark. So I'm assuming Rhonda's in Colorado.
Okay. So that's again a conversation, and when we have an existing global business connector in an area, we talk about it. It's a team. We're not here to slice and dice and make people stretch people out. We want to be respectful of areas and what can the area handle, right? Because we can see high density areas, for example, like a Los Angeles or New York City. That has a big population. So we look at you. Some of the part of the conversation we have with you is we look to you for expertise in what you experience in your area and what your network's about and your connections. And then we talk it over. We talk it over and decide from there.
Great. So Charmaine asks, what if I don't have a business yet?
Well, I'd like to learn more about that. So again on that application, it depends. Like, what have you been doing? Why, are you working as an employee? If so, again, if you want to have that conversation, that's what we want you to fill out the application because those are just all points of discussion, right?
We have a number of global business connectors that have multiple businesses, or they work in corporate with a business that they've launched on their own. So there's all sorts of different scenarios. So definitely, we want to learn what your particular situation is, and then we can go from there.
Okay. I love this one, Evie. What's the purpose of having territories? Is if it is virtual, with virtual, you can apply for several territories. Can you apply? Can you send us this PowerPoint? Yes. Can we review the agreement with our attorney? Of course. It's written by an attorney. It's written by a franchise attorney. This, when I tell you it took 3 years of legals, I mean that, and a heck of a lot of money to put this together. So it is done professionally. It's done according to the laws of the licensing program. So of course, it's all wide open for your to get counsel on. What's the purpose of having territories? It's because this is based on that live model. So you'll secure a territory. You're absolutely right that when we're virtual, we can open the doors. It's a beautiful thing. So it allows us to reach more people for some of our events that are going on, which is really cool. But we do want to bond the women in a particular area for sure. What else? I'm in northeast of England, near Scotland. All right. Well, I'm from Scotland, so this is good.
Oh yes, Gwen. Sorry, Gwen for Charmaine. It's when it says Charmaine, it's actually Gwen.
Okay. Yeah. And oh, and one thing, how much, okay, good thing for the payments. One thing I was going over the numbers, and when we talked about that 75% discount, so this is a program that by the franchise consultants, when they look at everything involved, has valued it at a $15,000 investment. Okay, that's the value that's pumped into this opportunity. Because we are looking for our founders, 75% off of that is only $3,500 to get involved. The reason for that as a founder is you get to help us work through some of the bugs, which we have done so a lot. You help create different things. And so that is one of the huge benefits. When we hit our 20, which we will, these prices will go up. Okay, this investment will go up, but the return's there as well when it does go up. So if you're one of those, if you want to wait and things like that, no problem, because that whole model was built on that initial $15,000 investment. So it just makes it a little bit more lucrative for those coming in as founders for sure. You know, so don't wait, don't hesitate if this is something that feels good to you. Yes, Evie, yes, that is the price for coming in. Um,
And
okay, and
just for a point of clarification, we liken it to a franchise model, but this is a licensing model. It's not a franchise model, which is slightly different. But just for clarity, it's licensing, and it is 3,500 to initial investment.
oh, good, yeah.
The license, yeah, licensing for how long, and are there other fees? Is Evie's question.
Yeah, so Evie, I would love to have a conversation with you as we dive in, but it is a licensing fee. There, it goes for a year. You'll see that in the contract. And that is for the purpose of if you need to get out, if we need to get out. So you have that. Oh, you've applied already. Awesome. Okay, good. Well, let's dive into that more, and we can definitely take a look at that for sure. Any other questions? I think I applied before as well. Hmm, Donna, I'll have to check on that because I thought I've been in touch with everybody who has applied, but let me make note of that just to see. Okay, good. Oh yeah, okay, that would be great. What are Mind Movies software? If you'd like, Charmaine, if you'd like me to, it's
Gwen,
Mind Move.
Gwen.
Oh, Gwen, sorry. This is for membership. It's access to literally thousands of license of pictures and audio to put together a Mind Movie, which a Mind Movie is scientifically proven. If you combine music with images, embeds in your subconscious. So this is a tool for you to really create the person or move into that person you want to see for yourself, or do something for your audience. So we show you how to do that. That is with the member benefits. How or when will those of us who applied hear from you? Very, very soon. Very, very soon. I will speak to everybody who has applied. Okay. Um, and we will go over that just because we want to explore. So I will get right on it because I do see people have applied, and that's exciting. And I'll definitely be shooting you an email and get you in the process to get to know you more. Awesome. Okay, ladies, any other questions that we can help you with? Uh, I want to thank you for joining us today and just being open to hear about this opportunity. And I really hope that if it's something that feels good to you, that you will apply so that we can continue this conversation. Or if it's not something that feels good to you, but maybe you know of somebody that it would you'd go, oh my goodness, this person would be a great fit, please get them involved. We want to really build our community, Women Speakers Association, to reach more women, touch more lives, really help women, especially during this time, to grow and not let any businesses fall down. We want to build up in this time. Okay. So please connect or share the opportunity out. We'd love to see you. Okay, I look forward to our conversations too. Good. Thank you, Crystal Marie, for already sharing with
Oh,
others.
thank
Beautiful.
you. Excellent. Looking forward to it.